Today's wellness news you can use is brought to you by Brain Rehab Training. And welcome back to the show. Holly, you're excited about this.
Oh my goodness. So coming up, we are going to be talking all things functional neurology with Dr. John Hatch from Brain Rehab Clinic. I mean, what I love about Brain Rehab Clinic and the entire team, because they have a lot of different arms. They have brainrehabsupplements.com, they have brainrehabtraining.com, which they are going to be launching, and we had the opportunity to be a part of helping them build that. And we have been working with a membership platform where they can display their online education so that people can log in and have secure access to their educational content. And they can buy online trainings, they can buy virtual consultations. So it's just been so much fun, and mainly because we've got to be the fly on the wall that gets to tell the story, which it's why we're in this business. We love the hero's journey, and we truly have heroes on our wellness team, and Dr. Hatch is definitely one of we're super proud to be partnered with. So check this out. He'll tell you everything you want to know that's coming down the pipe in brain functionality and all the new things Brain Rehab Clinic is coming out with.
Talk 365 TV's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Brain Rehab Clinic with wellness team expert Dr. John Hatch.
Hey everybody, welcome to Talk 365 TV. I'm Holly Love, and today we are back for our Talking Wellness series with our favorite neuroplastician, Dr. John Hatch. Hi, Dr. Hatch.
Hi, Holly. Thanks for being in my office.
Thank you so much for having us back. We are super excited to be here once again, as always, because you have some amazing things launching, starting with a mobile app that will not only help your patients, but also people from around the world will have access to your amazing healing technology as well. So it's called TAP. Tell me how this all came to be.
Well, as you know, the world of neurology is progressing at such a fast rate. So we too need to develop new things as the world keeps progressing. And something that has been missing for so long is rehabbing our timing sequencing system. And this not only helps people who are old that are watching their brains decline, or my child with developmental delays and the timing and the mechanism isn't working, and this app does amazing changes for these areas.
And how does it work? Does it walk you through a diagnostic process?
Yep, it does. So it walks you through an assessment of how good you are at exactly predicting a time in a metronome, specifically where the temporal lobe is working and the cerebellum is working. And then it sees if you're early or late and how accurate you are. And it's great because it will do the assessment for you, see where you're weak, and then create the right program for you right there in the app. So you don't have to travel. I mean, loved ones, family all over this world that you're like, I really want Dr. Hatch's help, or I want my loved one getting better. I don't want to see them decline. I want this little grandson of mine to improve. They can be anywhere in the world as long as they just download this app and begin their brain training.
So what type of improvements are they seeing when you're using the app regularly?
Yeah, so memory, focus, the ability to stay on point, stay on task, recall things, working memory, short-term memory, long-term memory, but really good with task-oriented function, both on the realm of the undeveloped brain and also the aging brain.
So everyone in the middle should be doing it so we can prevent all of the above from
100%.
happening. What happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future. So
and I currently use it every day. And I have a full functioning brain, but I do it every day because I see the benefit.
Well, how long does it take every day, and what's your prescription?
In general, the system takes 1 minute. You're doing it for 1 minute, and you might be doing it on one side or you might be doing it on both sides. So at most it's 2 minutes at a time, and if you can get it in 3 times a day, you're going to improve the brain. Even just 6 minutes to activating your brain. Right now, we have other systems out there, but it isn't as simple as it can be done now just on a simple screen, whether it be a cell phone or a tablet of some sort. It can make all the difference in these brains.
Right, and allowing you to have access again to healing technology that you would otherwise have to come all the way here. I remember the big one. We would used to do it on a big, huge screen.
So the nice thing about it being portable is you can be anywhere. You can be on an airplane and improving that brain function because you are changing. Kids with motion sickness, they can be doing this app on a regular basis in the car and improving their brain. And because it's app related, and the change in the world of neurology is constantly progressing. I already have versions 3, versions 4, versions 5 in my brain that are already wanting to come. and just how quickly can I get it there, right? I want it in version 1, but we got to get version 1 out there so people have it, and then there'll be constant updates and changes that challenge the brain to improve the brain output.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know you have another app as well, which we're going to talk about a little later. So, man, you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you have also launched recently a deep sleep training course with Dr. Hatch's top 5 tips for getting deep sleep and a free brain exercise. And then for a limited time, for $9.99, you can get the extended training course that has the 5 tips and 5 exercises, which I'm telling you makes all the difference. It's normally $25, so $9.99 is a steal, and you again have access to these exercises that are so powerful. We were talking on the show the other day about how we've been filming your exercises actually for the other app so that people have more access to them, and you got sick. Dr. Hatch, let's talk about why these exercises are powerful and why all your exercises aren't out there just available to the masses.
And it's a great question. I'm glad you asked, because everyone asks me this question. In my book is written, we have 2,200. Well, at that time we had 2,100. We've developed 100 more. And we're still developing. I came up with 4 new brain exercises this week. And what's incredible about it is they're very specific to certain areas and targeting certain areas of the brain. But when it comes back to sleep, everyone's sleep system runs that same circadian rhythm. And to get that circadian rhythm on, there are specific laws, going back to the hypothalamus, that controls and regulates it. And so what I did was try to create and give the most safe, stable brain exercises, regardless of age, regardless of height, regardless of any type of neurological compromise that you could have. Again, it's not okay just to give all my exercises, because as I know, you do the wrong exercise, because I filmed all these exercises. If you do the wrong one for your brain, I was sick for 3 days. So I know the magnitude of these exercises, which is why I love what I do, but it's why I'm also so protective of the brain exercises, because I want the best outcome for you. Right. I don't want you to experience what I have and then disregard it and think, oh, that wasn't worth it, right? Some people even take the supplement and they don't always have the best experience with it. And that should just validate to them, hey, my brain is really distorted. I need to work on my brain so that supplement can make the change it needs to make.
Beyond these exercises that are safe for everyone to use, normally a patient needs to come in here and be tested extensively.
Yep.
And your testing is the proof in the pudding that the exercises are working and what exercises to prescribe, which I just think is such a huge key component when people ask me, well, what were your exercises? Because I have that problem. I have ADD. I can't think, or I have a hard time focusing. I'm like, oh, trust me, you don't want mine. You got to go in and you got to have that eye test done. You've got to have, again, the tapping test done. You've got to have him know everything that's going on that is creating that symptom from a neurological standpoint for him to be able to give you the right exercise.
And because the brain is advancing and we're learning new things about it, there are areas of the brain that I have been researching for over 8 years and nobody has given me information. And just recently, we've discovered things in the last 8 months that are revolutionary in rehabbing a brain, and more importantly, our future stuff is going to solve so many complex issues.
He also has created an online education platform where you can go to find this training as well as other trainings that we've done or he's done on his own. We have misophonia, anxiety,
depression, aging brain, child development, concussion, head trauma, a little bit of it all.
These are all basically online virtual consultations where you can see how he approaches these things from anxiety to depression with the neurology background and understanding how the brain is working to help you create these symptoms of these things that usually, one of my favorite quotes of yours is that it is more often due to a brain injury or something going on in the neurology of your brain that you are having symptoms of anxiety and depression. So all of these trainings and more are available on this online platform if you go to the website there, but you can get for a limited time the deep sleep one. And Dr. Hatch, thoughts on deep sleep and how important it is from a brain perspective?
Well, I think, again, we have to have the right chemistry, we have to have the right environment to create sleep, and so having the supplement in there and along with the brain exercise, I think it's the best 1-2 punch at it.
Right.
There's not just one thing that works. We need combinations of as many variables as possible. So that's why in the platform, we have videos and different explanations of things to avoid. Get the hard stuff out of your brain that you can change now. Then put the right environment in the system and add the brain exercises. Your system's gonna sleep like it's never has before.
Before we go, we have to talk skinny contour lights.
Yes.
I call them skinny lights, but they are officially contour lighting. These are very special lights that you guys recently acquired, and it's red light therapy. All the ladies are stoked on it because it is geared towards slimming and weight loss goals, as well as it helps you get twice the effect of training because of red light therapy. But let's talk a little bit about weight from a neurology standpoint, especially with my background. I gained 40 pounds in 6 months after I slipped leaving a Christmas party and hit my head in a really steep driveway. And I mean, I popped up because adults falling down is always embarrassing. I had no idea the damage to my brain. Enter me coming here and getting to be your patient for the first time, even though we've done marketing for quite some time. I've known you forever. But it was so beyond amazing to watch how fast it came on and how fast it came off once I was able to rehab my brain. Nothing helped but coming here, so let's talk about weight loss and the brain. Like, what in the world is going on there?
What's so incredible is the area of the brain that regulates most of it is called the hypothalamus, and it's right before the pituitary gland. And we all know about the pituitary gland because we think about hormones. Every time we're talking weight loss, we think hormones, we think thyroid, we think endocrine system. But we're also forgetting that when there's been a head trauma, our brain struggles, and if the brain struggles with detox, where does all toxins stored in the body?
In the fat
cells.
Wow.
So we swell, we inflame, and I'll go rehab a brain, but then they still can't drop the weight because the toxic system is still there, and as a protective mechanism, it just holds it.
Wow.
So what I learned when I use red light therapy and your skinny lights is I realized that you can heal the local tissue and get the things rolling. Now that the brain is working, it can go so many other places that it doesn't just have to be the brain. Sometimes when we talk brain, and I'm a brain doctor, we think that's the end all be all. It's the foundation. But upon that foundation, you can build anything. And so that's what Contour Lights does, which is why we have it here at the clinic, so that you can improve, heal your brain, and then go get that confidence back in self.
Right. Well, and what's amazing about the specific lights you have is the way you release toxins after in a workout. So you have to plan on hitting the lights before you hit the gym, and you have to commit to it for at least 3 months. And of course, you guys are offering a special, which we get to chat with Larissa, who is one of your gals here at the clinic, who has recently graduated with exercise science degree. She loves this stuff, and she's incredibly knowledgeable. She's been studying it. She's gonna oversee this new offer that's coming out where you can get 3 of these for basically $30 off each of the sessions. It's a 3-pack, and then they'll have offers to come in and do a 6-month. I'm signed up for the year. You treat it like it's your coach before you go hit the gym or hit the run, whatever you want to do out there to work out. Where you had me is it makes so much sense, the toxins. And you need sleep to release toxins, so a lot of weight gain is tied to poor sleeping, and then you need a way for your body to release if you've had any type of head injury. So diet aside, everything else aside, the brain runs the show. Thank you so much for letting us always be a part of your journey. It is so much fun, and we enjoy coming down here. I can't wait till next time.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Talk 365 TV right after this.